It's
Okay, it
time.
looks like we are recording now. Okay, so you guys have a rather uneventful night. Again, you all had strange dreams. The four of you who are, well, the original cast.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Lucifer, Basico, Kiaran, and Lumen all have dreams about somehow signing a contract with a demon or fiend? They couldn't quite tell. Okay. So, as evening falls, you all start to wake up.
Morning. What happened?
Good
I wake
morning, Fabulous.
last night. Was fun.
I know, right? And guess what? It
What?
gets better.
It does? How?
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, I am looking forward to that. But now, the first thing I'm looking forward to is some breakfast.
Breakfast sounds nice.
Yeah.
I think the others will just meet us there.
I don't know. Race you to the dining hall.
Do we have
I
to do
run.
do we have to do a check for that?
Lumen, you do know you can talk out your actions if it's nothing that you're trying to keep hidden.
What?
Moon, I challenged the pixie to a race to the bar area.
Athletics from both of you.
Right?
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Ah, you have plus
Kiaran
3
beats
strength, I have
Vasica down the
-1.
stairs. I will tell
Aww.
you this, I did have something fun planned if you hit a nat 1. Because that was gonna be something funny. But, Lumen, as you wake up,
Yes.
you would have had a hard time getting out of your box.
Yeah, I kinda did.
Kialala was sleeping on top of it again, but this time she feels heavier. As you manage to get out of the box, you notice she grew overnight.
Oh boy. One more stage and I can ride her, right?
No.
JK, JK. Lumin rubs the sleep out of her eyes as she gazes upon Kilala. Surprised with how things had turned out. Yet still she walks over and pats her smooth fur as the box disappears once again into the ether.
Okay. Just so you are aware, Kiwawa is now an adolescent.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning she's in her teenage years.
Let's rebel.
Very nice.
I grinned to Asako. You know, that was easier than I thought.
I look back at her and see a deep sigh. I almost think I should stop challenging you. It doesn't seem to win me anything.
Where's the
Breakfast on
fun
me.
in that? Yes, breakfast on you.
I ordered the cheapest food option for both of us. And ready is my prestidigitation for whatever flavor the Kieran might want.
Mushroom flavor.
No, I just need the price for the cheapest flavors, for the cheapest food.
Slowly and groggily, Lumin makes her way down from her and Lucifer's room, making her way down towards the inn again, passing a few of the patrons on the way.
Okay. You
She
find
walks
Vasiko and Kieran sitting at a table.
first. I smile at them gently before walking over to the barkeep's table as I pull out my slate to ask her a question.
Okay.
Where can I get water? It says, hastily written down on the slate. She tilts her head quizzically as she awaits the response.
Water? Well, I can always go and fetch you some.
Lumin smiles as she nods and proceeds to clean the slate before writing thank you with big letters.
Hey, small one! I yell from the table. Good morning. Wanna come have a seat?
She turns around looking slightly surprised, but nods and makes her way over, sitting beside Kieran.
I have something to tell you. The tiefling is slow as fuck.
Hey,
Lumin quietly
do I hear
chuckles to
that?
herself.
I would be disappointed if you didn't hear it.
I look over, you want me to announce that to everyone at the bar?
Well, if you insist.
I stand up from the chair. Oh, let me help you out.
Yeah, come on.
My voice boomed up 3 times the normal sound, and the room shakes a bit. I am fucking slow! I call out so the entire inn can hear me. Then I sit down again. Happy?
I grin. I
look-
am ecstatic.
Looking surprised, Lumin holds up her slate again He's quite special, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I look over to Lumen, misinterpreting it. Aw, thank you. I knew you would take a liking to me sooner or later.
She quietly scoffs without a sound and then wipes the slate again.
Hey, Kieran, was that more booze from yesterday? I know we didn't drink it all.
There must be some.
At least we should fill up the water skins with it, so we have something to drink on the road.
That
Or-
sounds like a smart idea.
Or get another drinking skin.
A drinking skin.
As you guys mentioned drinking, Lumin takes the fishes forward her own water skin and takes a sip before putting it back in her bag.
I clear my throat and start telling that yesterday, as I was going here, I didn't have time to really show it off. But I found something interesting as I was searching the clearing.
Lumin tilts her head as she diverts her attention towards you.
First, I tell you about the warning I found. There was a hidden warning to don't look in the eyes. Don't look them in the eyes. And then I rolled down on the floor a cube, looking almost like a dice, a cube of demonic faces.
Whoa.
Yeah, I found them near the hippogriff. I thought it was such a cool thing. I even found dead mouse. I didn't want to see that.
Lumin
Did you keep
squints
them
as she
then?
shakes her head in refusal. Clearly
What
not
about
wanting to see such a grim sight with such a small, defenseless creature.
It's okay, sweetie.
fine? No showing that off. Well, I better put this back, I said, and put it and wrap it in a piece of paper, being a poorly written poem that I also found at that place. Wrap it up in that and put it back in my bag so I won't accidentally stare into the eyes. So yeah, I don't know what use this has, but maybe we can trick some innocent fucker looking at it to see what it does.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I just want to see what happens if someone looks into these eyes. But I don't want to test it.
Lumin casts her eyes down, clearly not wanting to push you.
Yeah, I know. He's special.
I'm not gonna test it on you, Lumin. Don't worry.
Say, is Lucifer still sleeping?
She nods.
Impressive with my roar. I say.
Yeah, I think he deserves a prize for that.
Surprise! Make stuff in a box. I decor it, Lumin.
Lumin shakes her head, clearly not willing to cooperate, as she shifts her attention towards the rest of the bar, trying to notice if there was anything different from the night before. She lets her eyes fall on a new face that had just seemingly arrived, sitting at the table across from them. And as she does, she is struck with curiosity.
I see where you're looking and just. What are you thinking?
I turn over in the same direction as both of you look, and smile. A could have been more friendly, but still friendly smile.
Lumin turns towards Kieran with her slate again. As it's written down, I'm not sure. She makes me curious.
I'm able to see the slate.
I turn around, showing the slate to you, still not looking you in the eye.
I look over to the lady sitting there, smiling. Hey, come over here. We have drinks, we have food. Join us at the table.
And the tiefling is paying.
I am apparently paying. I'm the slow tiefling, in case you was wondering. Everyone heard about me here.
Yet
I'm somewhat of
again,
a local legend.
Lumine quietly and silently chuckles to herself.
Uh,
Her
I
back
know.
shaking slightly.
I noticed the group sitting over there and become curious as to why they would invite me to their table but accept the invitation. How do I walk?
You
You-
just drag
drag
your icon.
Oh.
There you go.
It's more complicated when you're in combat because we're gonna have to measure the feet you move per turn, depending on your move speed, but you won't have to worry about that for now.
Not at all.
So you're a new face? What's your deep dark story?
I don't feel like telling you. Who are you?
I like her already.
I shrug. Fair enough. I'm Kieran. And I reach out my hand to shake it.
I declined the handshake. What about you? As she looks over to Vaseko.
Proud.
I grin and say, I'm Vaseko. Nice to meet you. You want to see this cool dice I found in the forest the other day?
Sure.
I unwrapped the paper and put down the little dice filled with demonic faces. There was a warning about not looking in my eyes. I haven't done it. I recommend you don't. You seem too nice.
Geez, they look spooky.
Like him?
They're kind of cute.
I also have a dead mouse. I lean in and whisper.
Wait,
Lumin
really?
just looks away,
Absolutely. Wanna see?
For
covering her
sure.
eyes.
Don't let the small one see it. I say, take the mouse out of my bag and scoot it over under the table.
I'm haphazardly holding my hand in front of Lumen's face, just.
Oh, that's a nice mouse. Where did you get one? These are
Well-
quality ones.
I stole it from the hippogriffs and the griffins. As well as one of the babies, but we don't talk about that. Shh! There might be spies.
Chief.
I'm not
Where are
called
you
a
from?
tiefling for no reason.
Lumin looks up again as she hastily writes down her own name on the slate, showing it in Vinor's direction. As she looks a bit flushed, her gaze still downcast from before.
Well, aren't you a cutie? Lumin, is that your name?
Lumin, yes.
It fits you well.
Now you've heard our names. How about you graciously tell us yours?
My name is Winor.
That's a pretty name.
Thank
Lumin
you.
nods as she gives a friendly smile.
That's a nice name. Do you have more of those?
I
I
can
grin.
check in my bag.
I look slightly confused at chaos, but shrugs, accepting it is a good answer.
I'm grinning. She's funny.
And clever. More than you.
Excuse you?
Thank you for excusing me, darling. I say, yeah. Do you like mushroom soup? I ask Renor.
Yeah, sure.
I take a cup and pour some water into it and use prestidigitation to make it taste like mushroom soup. Here you go! It looks like clear water.
Winor looks suspiciously at it. Are you sure?
It is 100% tasting like mushroom soup. Yes.
Oh, Lumen, noticing this, before Vinor can take the cup up to her lips, she uses prestidigitation to make it taste like red wine instead.
I look suspiciously at the cup and try it out, drink it. Wait. This tastes like wine.
My bad. It seems that someone isn't being very helpful right now. I look over in Lumen's direction and
I mean, I
chant
don't
out
mind.
the words again. No, you want soup. I said.
Lumen shrugs in response, clearly unaware of what might have transpired.
No, you
This-
want soup.
This is some good wine, though. Jeez.
You can have some later.
Oh,
We can't
thanks.
drink before food.
Oh god. If you drank from that and it was alcohol, I
It
need
wouldn't be
you
alcohol. It just had
to roll me.
no. It wouldn't turn alcoholic. It would just taste the same as alcohol. It's
Okay.
prestidigitation. It doesn't turn anything actually alcoholic.
Okay, I was just making
If it
sure.
would.
Oh, there we go. So, am I good?
You're fine. I just thought I'd have you roll.
Nice. Did I pass the roll?
No.
I wonder what this might... I just wonder how this may fuck me over later.
It won't.
Absolutely. So then, where are you heading, Minor?
I
Let's
don't
say it
know,
good.
really. I'm just exploring, I guess. I have no goals. What
I can
about you
respect that.
guys?
Oh, we're gonna free some gods. No divine battle, releasing them from some captive thing that can capture deities and trap them.
Become
know, adventure.
heroes.
Yeah, doesn't matter. The stuffs.
Oh, the casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds fun, though.
Another
For their
Sunday,
combo.
my slate says.
Oh, trust me, it's a wonderful journey with friendship. Vaseko here got pushed down a fucking hole.
Why the
Was-
fuck that sleeps? The sleeping fucker with the gun. He pushed me down a hole, and I ended up in water. Luckily for
We
me.
like to have fun.
Is it a
Yeah.
nice hole?
Always. I answer.
Nice! Good for you, Vaseko.
Thank you. Next time, though, I'm throwing a fireball first.
Hmm.
Well, if you like adventure, we like company. And before that other person get back here and start pinching me and kicking my leg under the table for telling people what we're actually doing, I gotta invite you.
Sure, why
I
not? I
second
have
that.
nothing better.
And you might get paid.
Wait,
Money?
you have to pay?
It
Lumen
could be
nods.
riches, it could be fame. Who's to
I,
know?
lo- I look over to Kieran. This one is on you!
Fair enough.
Lumen shrugs, still pointing out that Vaseko had lost his last two bets. But not directly, still just through her slate. Reminding him with the numbers 2 against 0.
I'm not paying for her! I pointed to Minor. It was Kieran who told that she might get paid. I did not say that.
Lumen shrugs and packs away her slate as she focuses on the food that's yet to arrive.
So now you know where you're going. Wanna tell us what brought you here?
Her feet, I
No,
assume.
not really.
I can respect that.
Wait, so I don't get paid?
Sure
Ask
you will.
Kieran.
Sure you will.
What should I pay her in?
You could keep the money, I guess. Like, I'm not doing this for money. So,
Listen, I'm gracious. I'll make
I
sure you
start.
get paid one way or another.
as long
I
as I
start
get more
laughing.
red wine water.
That can be arranged. You can get that for every meal.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Tastes
And
like
free
alcohol,
entertainment.
but you don't get to get drunk. Heck yeah.
All the perks.
Not
Without
all
any
the
of the
perks.
downsides.
Getting drunk is no downside. I got drunk yesterday. Look, I'm totally fine. I
He
say.
hasn't seen a mirror yet. I turned to Lumen.
What was that?
Hmm?
What did you say?
What was what?
Okay,
You said
as
something.
he's saying this, Militia comes by with food and drink for the table.
Thank you
you.
very much.
How much?
It's part of your room and board.
Thank you. Then I will dig in.
Lumin smirks as she picks up her slate again and casts minor illusion on it to make it seem like a reflective surface, effectively making a mirror that she holds in front of Vaseko.
I look at myself, my new moustache, then over to Kieran, then back at the back at the slate, being a mirror. Just stroke my finger along it. Nice, a real piece of art. I'm gonna keep this.
Thank you. I worked very hard on it.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Just wait until you fall asleep first.
That won't happen.
Bet?
Bet.
I don't want to bet with you. I know I'm losing.
But it's so
Okay,
fun,
Lumen
though.
Minor, I want either a history or a nature check. Because Vesica seems to be ignorant on this matter.
He's a little distracted.
Yes.
Ignorant on what matter? I guess it doesn't matter.
Oof.
Let's
It's
see, how
just
do you...
you click on your. Oh wait,
You have your character
yeah.
sheet?
She does have that. If you click on your token, you'll get this roll option.
Oh.
Hmm.
I didn't do it correctly.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
And
You
then
still
you'll
did it
get something
correctly.
that says input value. And then you scroll down to skills.
Yeah, but you still did it correctly, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay. So, Winor and Lumen. You
Oh.
both would know that elves of any kind don't really sleep. As far as you are aware, elves don't sleep at all. Not unless they get knocked out in battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That is the only way they ever actually sleep. And even then, it's not very long.
Otherwise, they're just trancing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What if they get knocked out drunk?
That's another question.
That would well count as getting knocked out, technically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that I would need to knock her unconscious.
Who?
You could certainly try.
Lumen looks completely confused at the situation that has developed around her.
Don't worry, buddy. Eat your food.
I take out a
Okay.
silver coin. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish.
I take out a silver coin and point to Kieran. Heads or tails? One or two.
Lumen starts quietly eating her food as she leaves the rest of you to do your shenanigans.
Heads.
Is that one or two?
That would be one, because it's heads or
Okay.
tails.
I win! I say. I put the coin back in my pocket.
You sure you didn't cheat on that one?
Not at all, I say and grin.
Fine. I'll give you this win.
That's 1-2 right now. I'm evening the score.
Okay, Melisha would go back to her table.
And Lumen will keep eating her meal.
I'll start eating as well.
Before I start eating, I turn over to Inor and smile. So, you don't want to tell us much of what you're doing here or why, and that's fine, but we need some information of the area. Do you know this place? Do you know this area? Do you have anything you could tell us? Give us some clues?
Nope, no clue. I just got here.
Can I see what species she is? Do I have to do a roll for that?
No, this is passive. She looks to be human, but she looks really beautiful.
So
Oh.
she's probably not a human then, at least not fully.
Are you saying humans can be beautiful?
It's not as likely as being, extremely beautiful. It's just something other about her ear.
Here?
The air around her.
Ah, air.
It's a
Air,
perfume.
not airs.
So you say she smells nice?
Lumin looks surprised as she takes up her slate again, saying, "That's not the point. But she does smell nice."
I nod satisfied. Looking at Lumen. Adorable. I start eating.
Lumin blushes as she looks down again, trying to focus to eat her food.
Can't save the world on an empty stomach.
You can't
Mm.
stay the stomach in an empty world.
Lumin's plate is half finished, but she seems to be satiated as she jumps down from her chair, walking over to Militia again. She
What
shows
can I
her
do for you,
slate,
sweetie?
and it says, "When can I expect the water?"
That came with the meal.
She looks around before writing something else down. Is there a safe river or something close by?
Give me a moment to see roughly where the town is. She would say, there's a lake, but it's nearly a day's travel.
Travel is fun. I grin.
Looking a bit downcast and disappointed, she gives Militia a smile to show that she'd be okay before walking back towards her own chair.
I look
So
over to
what
Lumen.
is on today's agenda? Our friend, whom you haven't met, apparently still sleeping.
I look over at Kieran and smile. And smile at Lumen. You wanna go get that water, little one? I'd be down to help you out.
Lumin looks surprised at it as she fumbles to get her slate back in front of her. What about Lucifer? It says.
He's an adult. He'll be
I-
fine.
I point at the polar bear. Teddy here will take good care of Lucifer. Don't you worry.
Don't let the polar bear eat Lucifer.
It won't eat him. It will just make sure he is safe. It seems to be protecting this place. It looks so cuddly.
You see, little one? It will be fine.
Looking unsure about everything about this. It's a day's travel just for water.
Then we should better get a lot of it when we first get it, shouldn't we?
Lumin nods, still looking unsure about the situation.
You asked for a clean water source. She told you there's a lake a day's travel away.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would have noticed there's water all around this freaking town. And you got into town.
Actually, I know what I could do. I know what I could do.
We
I
should get
found.
water somewhere else then.
But why is it so important for you to water? Does the water need to be clean?
Lumin nods.
Well, that's simple. Both you and I know how to do this. I use precipitation to make a small drop of water shaped object in my hand. And smile. We could just purify water. We could clean it. You know? I'll help you out. I'll help you clean the water.
Where would the village well be?
You guys would have known that this village is on docks, meaning that you could easily just grab a rope and a bucket and get water from anywhere outside.
I mean, if
I-
we can clean it, then there's plenty.
And who knows, you might wind up lucky and get a fish or two.
Oh, fishy water. I turn over to the bird girl, who I cannot remember the name of anymore, because, no
Militia.
memory. Militia, and ask if it's a possibility that we could lend a bucket, some rope maybe, at least a bucket, just to get some water.
Oh, sure, it's by the door.
I look over to Kieran and Minor. You wanna come with us? We're gonna go hunting water. Not like hunting as dragons, but a hunt is a hunt.
Sounds great.
Sounds
Like
thrilling.
a vacation.
Lumin looks over to the bucket, trying to figure out just how many units of water it could carry.
How many units? What do you mean by units?
Let's just say if I were to fill a certain amount of vials, how many vials could I fill with a single bucket?
How big is a vial?
You could probably fill 3 water flasks with a single bucket, which
How
is
about
an
glass
entire day's
vials?
worth of water.
Okay.
3 of them is an entire day's worth of water for 3 people.
Okay, let's go out and hunt some water then.
And
How large is the bucket?
vials are smaller than water skins, so
Yep.
How large
let's
is the
say
bucket?
15 per bucket.
Probably.
I would say vials. Honestly, per water
Is about
skin,
2 centimeters.
you can
The average-
probably get like 30 per water skin filled.
Oh, I would say 20 because I would assume a vial to be about 2 centiliters, and then the daily intake of water should be around 2 liters. As filling of water is given 2 liters of water, and then you could dial that down, being at about 10.
A daily intake of water is about a gallon.
I do not know what a gallon is. Oh, that's 4 liters. Almost. Damn.
Wow, and here I am only drinking like 2 liters of water every day.
Here I am drinking about a cup.
No
Yeah,
wonder
I was
you're
always
mad.
told that daily intake of water should be about a gallon. Because that's what you lose during a day.
Damn. What exercise are you doing? Either way. So, 30 vials then.
Mm.
From. So that will be an appropriate thing of 90 vials from a bucket of water.
Hmm.
What is the
But
volume of...
considering you guys have to purify it, I
Mhm.
would say it's about half of that.
Wait a moment.
I mean, we could just purify the entire bucket before we fill it.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It does not.
No, the
The water has
gallon
to
of
be
water
in the
would be
bucket
7.8.
before it can be purified.
Yeah, I mean, after we fill the bucket with water, we purify the water that's inside the bucket.
Okay. I just thought I'd make that clear.
Yes.
The way you said it, it sounded like the bucket was going to be purified
Yeah, sorry, I
without the
thought it
water
was
in
a bit.
it.
I thought it was obvious that it would require the water to be in to have the water inside it be purified, but
And we could do purify, each of us could purify 8 gallons of water at once, because 8 gallons of water equals 1 cubic feet of water, which is what you can purify. So you can purify 8 gallons at once, each of us. Mathematically speaking.
okay, that means that a few
Each of us,
buckets should be able to be cleansed in very short time.
we can cleanse a bucket at once, I think. Because if we fill up 3 skins, which is, a gallon times 3, so it's 3 gallons in a bucket, and we can purify 7 of them at once. No, 8 of them at once. So yeah, we can each cleanse the bucket entirely.
Lumin picks up the bucket as she starts walking out.
I follow after. Happy to be of help.
I joined them as well.
Or the
Okay.
buck is out. There is out.
So, as a reminder, this is Gratia Town, the town you arrived in the previous night. Oh, wait, that's the wrong token.
Yeah, you have to delete all the tokens. Eatus, deletus.
No, I just need to delete a small amount of them.
Like Lumin.
Yeah, because it's my old.
And speaking of, guys, everyone who didn't level up does need to level up.
Did someone not level up?
I don't think I did. Should I?
You all should be level 2. It doesn't matter
Oh,
if you multi-class or not, but your total level should be 2.
um,
Okay. So, Vasico is leveled up. I was just making sure. But I know Kiara needs to level up. Lucifer needs to level up because he left before I could tell anyone that you guys leveled up.
I mean, it's fine. He should be able to get the level up done in like a minute or two, anyways, as soon as I tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Lumin ties a knot to the bucket as she starts sinking it down towards the bottom at the pier. Starting to fill it up with water.
I'm gonna look around the surroundings and see if I spot if there's any leftover monsters or anything close by. Roll a perception.
You don't see any monsters in the area. I'm just doing passive.
Hmm?
The difference between a perception check and a passive perception check is
Mhm.
when I ask for a perception check, it is more so for active perception. Passive is what
Ah.
you would normally see, but if you're going by something, it is more so active. Or if something is leaving your line of sight and you didn't outright notice it before. Because some things can be invisible.
Some things can be invisible.
Okay.
Mm. After having waited a
Yes.
bit, she starts pulling up the bucket again, now filled to the brim with water. Will I have to do an athletic check for that?
Are you having help?
Nope.
Anyone helping the little Lumen? Just out of curiosity.
I just want to check something out. Nah, I think you would be able to lift. You know.
I'm just asking because it is still a check to pull it up. And it is more a...
Nah, 25 pounds should be very much within its things to be lifting. So I do not think you would need any help with that.
Okay, let me see. I'm just saying here that I'm going to take a look at these again. It would be an athletics check to pull it up. But if no one's helping, then it's a standard roll.
Okay. Did I manage to pull it up or what?
Oh yeah, you managed to hoist it up, no problem. With no
Nice.
signs of difficulty.
I place the bucket on the pier besides me, and I cast Prestidigitation, trying to cleanse the bucket. It is Prestidigitation, right, for cleansing water?
Yeah,
I
you can
thought there
use
was
that.
purify food and drink as a
Well, you
spell.
clean you can still clean it, so you can clean the thing of 1 cubic foot can be cleaned.
Okay. That just gets all the grime and gunk out of it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's purely safe to drink as it is now.
Then we will boil it.
Hmm. I
Which
guess
is
we're
why I
gonna
said
have
you'd lose
to
about half of it with making it safe to drink. Because to boil it and make it safe, you'd lose about half the liquid.
Boil it up. Oh well.
I cleanse out the gunk and impurities from the grimy water before turning
And,
towards the echo.
wait. Roll me a d4.
Everyone?
Just Lumen. You see 2 decent-sized fish in the bucket with the water.
Ah,
After the
looking,
grime and gunk was all purified out of it. You see them in the water.
looking up towards Vaseko, she fishes out her slate again, writing down fish.
Great job, I say. What you wanna do with them? Wanna take them up and put them on salt, or do you wanna, you know, be the sweet little thing you are and drop them back in the water? Perfectly good food.
Wait, let me see.
She looks towards Kieran before wiping the slate. Can you prepare these before Wasako boils the water?
Sure.
That
Definitely. I
I do
know how
believe is
to
a
cook.
survival or sleight of hand check. I say sleight of hand because of how it is prepared normally.
Should I do a roll?
Whichever
Yes.
is better.
That seems
You
like a
manage.
success to me.
Yeah, it is a success. You manage to clean and gut the fish as though you have done it many times before. Though you're not particularly an expert at it, you manage to clean out enough that it is safe to eat.
With great confidence. See? It's not that hard.
Lumin smiles as she turns towards Wasako. Boil? Question mark, the slate says.
I nod and take the bucket with me up into the bar and ask if I can lend a stove.
You notice that there's a fireplace and a fire going. The only thing
Well,
is, the bucket you have currently is wooden, and you would need an actual pot to boil the water.
then I will walk over to Militia and ask if there is a possibility that I could lend a pot. Or a, no, iron pot.
She would say, "Oh, yeah, go ahead. There should be one in the closet next to the fireplace."
I walk over, take it out, pour the water into it, put it over the fire, and then I run out and hand the bucket back to Lumin before I run back to towards the water.
Lumin smiles as she lowers the bucket down in the water yet again.
I sit on the
Before
edge and just look at the water and look if there's vegetation and fish and just very entertained.
You would notice that it looks more swampy, like this specific area, with some peat moss on top of the water. But it does seem at least healthy enough for the fish to survive in it.
I'm. How far is it down to the water from where we're standing? Like,
It's about 3 feet down to the water. I'm not going to tell you how deep it is.
in other words, I cannot reach it with my hands.
Lumin tries to pull up the bucket again.
You managed to pull it up, but barely. Only reason I had you roll for the fish was because you hit my DC for that.
Huh. Anyway, I use prestidigitation again to cleanse the bucket. Do I roll another d4?
Nope. The D4 was the amount of fish.
Okay. And then she waits for Vaseko's return when he would bring the clean and properly safe water.
I will have to wait for it to be boiled, so I didn't know how long time that would take.
That takes
Lumin,
10 to 15 minutes to boil water.
Lumin turns towards Kieran, bringing out her slate again. Can you bring this bucket up? It says.
Sure thing, little one. take the bucket and I go up to Vaseko.
I take the bucket and pour it right into the other one I already have. Into the kettle. And keep boiling the water. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I take the bucket back to the docks.
To give the water a little bit of help, I use prestidigitation to turn it warm. Instantly. So the water is not starting out cold, but is warm already.
For the last time, Lumen ties the rope to the bucket and tosses it into the water before attempting to rile it back up.
You need help?
Clearly, she nods as she seems
She
to
manages
struggle.
to pull it up. A helping
Hey,
roll just
not
gives
bad.
advantage to a roll.
How weak is
Basically, if
Lumen?
one die was stronger and it was the second die, you'd get the second die.
Okay,
So,
good to know.
Like how weak is Lumen, who like can't guaranteed lift 25 pounds alone? That's like
with Lumen here, I was making it a at least DC 10 for her.
to lift 25 pounds.
That's
That's
average.
like that's 10 kilos.
That's
Oh well.
average. That's average.
It's also pulling up said weight with a rope. It's a bit
Yeah.
different than lifting a 10-kilo weight. Because
Not
gravity is involved as well.
sure.
Okay, you managed to pull up the water.
And proceeds to use prestidigitation to clean it of the surface impurities yet again. Starting to look slightly tired.
Women, I gotta ask, are you planning on drinking all this water?
Lumin shuffles through her bag and pulls out one of the dried Morigana leaves.
Oh.
I come out the door and look down to Lumen. So the water is ready, boiling, all of that. Do you have anything you want it in?
Lumin nods as he starts walking up back towards the bar.
No, since this thing is like a huge pot, it's too heavy for me to lift.
That's why she walks up to you and the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the pot is hot.
Yeah, and water is boiling. So I summon out my mage hand and ask if you have anything you want me to help you fill in it.
Lumin brings out her box for a moment before bringing out 23 empty vials.
I start picking the vials and filling them up one by one using my mage hand to fill them with water so I don't burn myself on the hot liquid.
Okay.
And then put back the vials, I assume they stand in a position they don't just fall over.
Yeah,
You notice there's still plenty of water after those 20 some vials are filled.
I will take out my water skin and fill that one up and then cool it down instantly with the prestidigitation, first of all, for my own water skin. Put that to the side. Want me to fill yours too? I look at Lumen.
Lumin shakes her head as she starts lining up the hot vials of water as she brings out her crates of dried Morrigan leaves, starting to slowly and carefully stuff them into the hot liquid.
I would turn to Militia and ask if they happen to sell any water skins of either smaller or larger proportions of water skins here.
I turn to Winor. Should probably go supervise. I'm not sure if they're gonna do great with hot water.
Probably. Is this usually what an adventure is like for you guys?
I swear it gets more exciting than this.
Hopefully.
Much more murder.
After a while, Lumen has been able to stuff dried leaves into the rest of the vials themselves before screwing on each of the leads, leaving it back in her bag.
I turn to Vaseko. Would you mind being a deer and fill up my skin as well? Water
What?
skin, to be exact.
I grin and my bride grin. Suddenly fade at the moment you say water skin to look at you. Sure.
Thank you.
Seeing that I really had another different idea at first. I take the water skin, fill it up with the boiling hot water and instantly cool it down again. Then look over to Vinor. You want me to boil your skin as well?
I would love that.
I reach out a mage hand and hold it out in front of you. Water skin, please.
I hand over my water skin to him.
I go and fill it up, like I did with the other ones, in the pot, cool it down and hand it over.
Thank you.
No worries. You want it flavored?
Can I get it flavored?
You can get it flavored. Red wine?
Surprise me.
I think for a bit, then I surprise flavor it.
And Vinor would be left to notice that it's not the same red wine flavor as last time.
No, it tastes like surprise.
It's surprising indeed. What is this?
It's a surprise, I say, and grin. I just made up a new flavor in my head and added to the water. It tastes like a surprise.
Don't get me wrong, it tastes great, but it's certainly a surprise.
I grin. Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Well, thank you so
Lumin
much for your service.
Lumin snickers a bit as she starts walking down towards the pier again, gazing around, seeing if she would notice anything.
So did they have any
Okay.
water skins for sale?
Investigation or perception?
I'd say investigation. In this case.
Huh.
Nothing looks out of the ordinary. It looks the same as it did the previous night.
Noticing nothing out of the ordinary, she walks back up towards the bar itself with the rest.
Seem
You happy?
change.
Lumin nods.
Is there
Alright,
anything
give
we
me a
need to
moment.
stock up on before we travel further?
Well, I'm trying to ask for more
Probably.
water skins, but I don't get any answers.
Probably we should find somewhere to buy new water skins.
You should
Also-
probably try to find people, because the only place you've been is the Gracious Rabbit before.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I don't have other maps for other stores. I usually just have maps for taverns and cities.
Mm-hmm. I walk and stand up on a chair, look over Alicia, thinking that she probably will not appreciate me standing on her tables, and call out, Is there any merchants nearby? And then I jingle a bit with my coin purse.
You hear this one chuckle a little bit, and you see this one's ears perk up.
I turn toward the one with the ears perked up.
And the bear turns its head and looks towards you.
You! Not you, I say, pointing at the bear. Your ear perks up. You got something?
Mm, I'm just gonna say them based on their names. Precious would look over at you and say, "Well, I'm a general goods merchant. Teddy here is the blacksmith." As she points over to the polar bear.
I blinked twice.
And then she'd point
Look at
over towards Grace and say, "And that is more so our alchemical goods supplier."
I go silent for a moment, like. Then I answer. How does Teddy hold a hammer?
As soon as Lumen heard the word alchemical, she took interest and placed herself on a chair besides the alchemical merchant, inquiring about refreshing her crates of dried morigana leaves.
I go and ask the general good merchant about ration supplies and water skins, and how many they may have of them. And what sizes of water skins do they have? If they do have any.
She would say, "We have 10 water skins in stock, but they are all standard size."
Standard size, standard price.
Yes, that would be about right.
Lumen catches the gaze of the alchemical supplier as she writes down her order on the slate. 4 crates of dried Morrigan leaves. Thanks.
Quick searching of cost. Water skin, 2 silver. Okay.
So
I would
what's the cost?
Give me a second. Mm. Ugh. Okay. Oh, what did you write down?
Me?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
you.
4 crates of dried Morrigan leaves. It's double what I ordered the last time, but you know, to stock up for long time ahead.
water skin price 2. Okay. Well, I would like to buy all the water skins.
She also inquires about 20 empty vials for alchemical purposes.
Need to look at languages and stuff. Okay. So, she would speak in Sylvan, pretty much saying that that would be simple enough for me. When do you need it?
Sometime today, she writes down beneath the order.
She would again respond, I have a crate in my store, but I do have plenty of vials right now. I can easily go and get more of the moringa leaves, though.
Lumin nods and smiles.
She would lift your chin slightly and examine you, almost the way a doctor might. As if checking to see if you have good nutrition.
Looking slightly flustered, her eyes shifts a bit. As her cheeks flush.
Do you have any potions of healing?
She would say, I have some minor potions of healing.
For how much?
I have about 10 potions of healing like that. 10 minors.
How much would you want for 5?
Okay. Vasico, your order
Mm-hmm.
would come to probably 5 gold from Precious.
Damn, that's expensive. Okay.
Well, you said you'd take all of the water skins.
Yeah. That's still just 10 water skins. But sure, I'll pay it. She has ludicrous prices, like 50 times the normal price. But I'll buy them.
And Militia would say 1 gold for rations in bulk.
Oh, money.
You're gonna laugh. She brings out a crate as big as Lumen's box and says, 1 gold, putting her hand on it.
But how many rations is that in it? But yeah, I'll pay it.
Yuki,
Mm-hmm.
think about it like military ready meals
Yeah.
in the box, how big those
Yeah.
usually are. And think about a 4x4x4 box.
That's 4x4x4 feet.
Yes.
And a meal usually isn't a foot long, especially when they're dried as rations. So calculating the volume, we have several weeks worth of rations for one person.
It would be, I would say, what would be in here is about a month's worth of rations for the entire group,
That makes sense.
at least.
Because there are a few hundred meals in there.
Yep. But you guys do realize that you only really need 1 ration and 1 water skin a day to
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. Well, I
Meaning we're
buy the box.
basically, essentially we're set for at least
I'll
an entire month.
Well, I buy the rations and I'll start filling up the water skins, stuffing them down in my bag of holding, and that should be for the entire team of. We have 5 people. Let's say
Okay.
that's 5 times 30 is 300. No, it's 150. Okay. 160 rations
The
in my bag.
vials, you can get
Yes.
your entire order for 25 silver.
Oh, 25 silver for 4 crates and 10 vials, was it?
Yes.
What's the prices around it?
Okay, so
But
there we
she would also
go.
say, you really do need to eat better, dear. You look far too pale for what you are.
Lumin nods as she takes a hold of her order.
And she's speaking completely in Sylvan.
And Sylvan is one of the languages I speak, so that's good.
Lucky you.
The potions, she would say that would be about 50 silver for the 5.
50 silver. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have any more of those?
She has 5 more.
Then have a look and ask to buy those other 5.
Okay.
Potions of healing.
Grace would hand Lumen a little bag of seeds. There looks to be about 10 seeds in there.
Looking confused, she gazes back up on the merchant before she tilts her head and writes down on her slate. What are these?
She would say that these are little ways to access her shop. All that has to be done is they need to be planted.
Looking even more confused.
Anyone have any
Cow?
idea what she is?
Riot?
Yep.
Okay. Her eyes light up suddenly as she realizes. Her silent lips forming an O. Or at least that's what it would sound like if she were speaking.
And she would look at Lumen and tell her to come by her shop later for a checkup. Alone, preferably.
Lumen slowly nods before giving the dryad a smile before going on her way, returning back towards the chambers to check on Lucifer.
I go sit back down at the table and turn to Winor. Is there anything you need? Do you feel all ready to head out to the big scary world? Again?
I feel pretty ready. I have no clue what I need, but I'll probably figure it out along the way.
That is an excellent mindset.
Let me ask, Winor, what type of weapon do you actually like? Because I know I still had yet to do that for you.
Uh, um, swords?
Okay, which type of sword?
Um, 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 I'm bad at this. I think long swords are the coolest, but they're not the most functional for me.
Okay, let me. I was going to give you a weapon at the start,
Mm.
like I've done with everyone else. So I've been wondering which type of weapon it was that you wanted.
Uh, uh, two, some, two dual wield swords? Is that okay?
Dual wield swords?
Mm.
Dual wield means two-handed weapon.
Oh, no, no, not two-handed. Um, um, uh, what would you recommend?
That is up to you to decide.
Uh,
I will need to know by the time of next combat which type of weapon you want.
mm, um, okay, two single-handed swords then.
Okay. Let me get you a list quick. So, there's. Okay. Do you want a sword, battle axe, warhammer?
Maybe battle axe.
Okay. Cause the yeah, let's see. Battle axe. Okay. Well, I will work on that later then. Vasico had said that they would be right back.
I'm back.
See, he's already back. He's Nickelback. Look at this photograph.
Okay. So, Kiaran, Lenore, is there anything you are doing?
I'm sitting down by the table.
Me too.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Bass to come at this point, right?
Well, I'll come and sit down at the table with you guys then.
Welcome back.
I already said I. Anyway.
Little one is checking up on Lucifer. I think I'm guessing we can't just leave him here, can we?
Of course you can. You leave a note.
Do you think Lumen will we have to stuff Lumen in a bag?
Why not?
Because she doesn't seem to be completely on board with the whole leave people behind.
Well, then she can put Lucifer in her box.
I gotta ask Lumen if it's proper air for him to breathe.
Lumen stays in that box all the time.
That is true.
Worst case, we chop it in pieces that carries a little bit of meat.
Functional.
Very functional.
See, I'm a practical thinker.
I know. And if it gets heavy, we just carry pieces. Different.
If it had, because I am afraid he doesn't fit in Lumen's box the shape he is in now. So you know. Also,
Yeah,
we
I
got
might
some
have to
bags of
size
holding.
down.
Yeah, bags of holding. Bags of holding.
Winor, I gotta ask.
Hmm?
Are you religious? Is there any deity you worship?
I wouldn't consider myself especially religious, but you know, some things are unavoidable, I guess.
I suppose so.
I grin. I'm a priest. Well, a bishop.
Oh, nice.
I just nod, smiling and giving a wink to Kieran.
He's very handy.
I can imagine.
It's like they say. God's words hit hard if the big book is big enough. I smile. I try looking for my tiny little book that I realized I sold earlier. My book of Irish is gone.
So, where are you guys planning on heading?
Out, apparently. I
Ah,
say nothing.
that sounds exciting.
More
Hopefully not
except.
fishing for water again.
No, this time we're gonna fish for. How about we fish for lava? Magma.
Oh.
That
Or
sounds
maybe
hot.
electric. I know. I say, throwing my hair with my hand. Especially with this one, I say, tracing my newly drawn moustache. Very hot.
To say it like this, it's hard to know where we're going when it's, you'd say, a completely different world for us.
Oh.
Different word, I say, look at Kieran. But we are from that town up in the north where the vampires live, right?
He's a bit nutty.
Hmm. I couldn't tell.
I bite my arm. You lied.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You are forgiven.
Of course
I
I
say
am.
with a sigh. Of course you are.
Do you have any experience in fighting by any
Uh,
chance, or perhaps medicine?
I've been training in fighting for a few years, but medicine, I'm not so sure.
Well, with a good fighter, we might not need medicine.
Hopefully.
I look over. Well, with an aim like mine, we definitely do.
Oh, yeah.
So, have you guys been doing this for long?
Let's see, I say, looking up into the sky. Drawing my finger across the ceiling, like, figuratively. 3, maybe 4 days? Maybe 5, depends on what you count as starting.
Wait. I thought you guys were experienced.
Oh, we are!
We're experienced, just not in this specific kind of matter.
Oh, I've been
I
doing.
mean, Kieran has traveled with Lumen for at least a few months before they arrived at Aquafell 5 days ago.
And Vaseka been
Yes,
like
but I've
traveling and.
never fought to free a deity.
No, never fought for a deity. So this is my first time fighting for a deity. Actually, I've been fighting for a deity before. It might actually be the same deity. I have 12 years of experience. I say proudly.
You see, we got a professional.
He is a bit nutty, isn't he?
It's true though.
He'll grow on you.
Hmm.
I don't
Like a
know that spell yet.
fungus.
I can tell this is gonna be fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gonna
I
be
am the fun.
interesting.
I am the fun guys. I grin.
Do you know any magic, perhaps?
Do I know any magic? No, I'm not a very experienced with it. I'm mostly like hands-on work, you know.
I smile. I'm not experienced either. I'm just born like this. My family used to say it was a gift. Until they burned to death in that fire. I say, shrugging.
Keeping it light here.
No, then where are we going?
Hmm?
Wait, we're not setting out? We're not going anywhere?
At least we'll have to wait for Lumen.
I take one out one of the new water skins that I didn't fill up with water and smile. Kieran, mind filling this up with the cider from yesterday?
You know what? I think I will.
Will one water skin be enough for all of it, or will I need two?
Need 3 to
Hmm?
empty a bottle. You'd need 3 to empty a bottle.
3 to empty bottle.
That's how big those bottles were.
So are you gonna give me the water skins?
Yeah, I start handing them over.
Thank
Handing
you.
over 3 water skins.
And then I proceed to carefully try to pour everything into the water skins without spilling some of that precious alcohol. There we go. In case we get thirsty. It's very important to stay
Yes, we get
hydrated.
thirsty. I grin. 3 for each. That would mean that each bottle contains more than just 25 servings. So each bottle will contain about 70 servings in that case.
That's a lot of alcohol.
In each bottle. 70 servings in each bottle.
Gotta respect an establishment who serves that amount of alcohol.
Yeah, now go. I think the rest of it we just keep in the other bottle.
Yes.
Actually, we pour over, like moving a bit over, so we fill up 3 water skins and have 1 full bottle. That should be enough. Yes, I am just doing the calculations quickly. So of a drinking skin of being about a gallon, the size of a drink, and then the type, the actual volume of that.
Lost?
The little one?
No, the big one. Yes, of course, the little one.
No. Just, I wanted to say chatting away, but we both know she doesn't chat much. She probably found something interesting, trying to communicate with it. Little, to be mute, it's quite a bit of a chatterbox.
I swear, if she is committing crime for the first time and not bringing me along, I will be pissed.
Me too. Well, I haven't been with her that long, but wait, what if that's why she sneaks off? To do crime without anyone knowing, so she can act as good as she is?
Oh.
Like if I had,
Sweetie.
if
Holy
I had,
shit.
if I had to stay good all the time, I would be committing crime in secret all the time.
I mean, not that we condone crime, of course.
Wait,
No, no. Crime is bad.
Precisely.
I grin.
Definitely.
I grin, Eleanor. I'm glad you're on the same. We're on the same side. You might want your wallet back.
Oh my god, you took it without me noticing?
Not
I
at all.
haven't had that happen in years.
I shrug. No, I didn't. I just wanted to see your reaction.
Aww.
Next time.
Feeling
Better not let
nostalgic.
me down.
I haven't had my wallet stolen since the last time my wallet bit off someone's hand. People usually don't stick their hands in my pockets anymore.
Wonder why.
Odd.
Magic wallets. I once had my wallet screaming at this guy trying to take it. He was so scared when my wallet started yelling at him.
I mean, I would yell too if I was getting kidnapped.
Really? I look at you
Ri-
slightly disappointed.
No, it's slightly impolite, you know? Beforehand?
Smile. Can we kidnap you for an adventure?
Sure, good sir. Oh no, do not kidnap me on an adventure.
Let's actually just kidnap you for a real nap.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be horrible?
Oh, awful.
Sure you want more naps after what happened last time? I point
struck
to
my-
your face.
I struck my moustache. Like, next time.
Maybe.
You're very talented. It looks real.
Thank you. I have loads of experience on drawing mustaches.
I can tell, I can tell.
I start thinking to try to figure out if there's any way I could actually make my moustache real.
Didn't you cast minor illusion?
No, I can't do that. I could have prestidigitation repeatedly, constantly, always to keep it real though. Because I can give it. Oh, actually, I can make one and make it real for an hour in my face.
Hey, no commitment.
Then each hour, I will be casting prestidigitation to reinforce my mustache as a real mustache from now on.
I'm glad to see someone appreciates art.
I think for a bit. I smiled at Kieran. Let's get matching tattoos.
Life is too short to not get matching tattoos. I say, knowing that will probably live for a very long time.
I nod, happily with you agreeing. What should we get? We get one hour by hour.
You know, I think I would like a nice bottle of cider, just in tribute to my latest victory.
I look at you and grin. You sure you don't want a staircase? Because that's like your last victory. I remind you of my own failures.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you for reminding me.
So let's give you a bottle of cider rolling down the staircase.
Perfect.
I take your hand and use prestidigitation to create a glowing neon blue mark that looks that way on your hand and grin. See if you like it. It
I
lasts about an
don't.
hour.
I
What?
love it.
Oh, that's great, I say.
I show
Smile.
off to Winor.
That is so cool. I want 15.
Fucking
I-
dope.
I think for a bit. Maybe if I. Then I grab your hand and cast prestidigitation again. And 15 of those, small and interconnected, happen as a symbol on your arm.
Ooh, abstract. I
I
can't
know.
wait until my parents see this.
Then we better get here within the hour, I say. This won't last much longer than that.
Well, it'll be nice as long as it lasts.
I could flavor it though.
Wait, you can flavor it?
I'm joking. We're not gonna. I
Are you
like your
trying to
taste.
endorse cannibalism? Is
Well,
it cannibalism?
I
I
like your
hope.
taste already. I say.
I
At
love
least a taste of
cannibalism.
company.
I'm slightly offended that I can't commit cannibalism with a taste of wine now.
Yeah, it's kind of
Well,
disappointing.
we could do cannibalism, just not self cannibalism.
Someday. Someday.
I think for a bit and smile. Yeah, we can. I just need to know. I just need to know what wine tastes like. I say. And I know how wine tastes like.
Wait, you're not a wine guy?
I'm a wine god.
Oh.
That's right. But don't tell anyone, I might get kidnapped.
Oh, you wouldn't want that.
No.
Of course not.
Oopsie daisies.
Look over, Kieran. I bet you would want that.
No idea what you mean.
Want me to get kidnapped? But I
I'm
know
sorry
who.
about it. That's kind of my job.
I grin. I know who wants me kidnapped, though.
Yeah.
The one who wants me kidnapped is the kidnapping.
I look around the room. Is there any empty jugs or glasses on any of the tables?
No.
I turn back to Vasco. Do you wanna do a little test of skill? I look
This-
to both of them.
Is this not a drinking competition? I say.
Not this time.
Sounds interesting.
I'm in. I say. What's the stakes? Honor? Glory? The new girl?
How about the loser pays for the next time we go drinking?
What? You
I'm
I
in.
do what now? Oh god. This is gonna be fun? I'm in.
Alright.
I feel my I feel my purse nervously.
Okay. Vaseko, go and stand on the other side of the room, but keep a line of sight to us clear.
I stand on top of the bench.
Then I pull out a coin. Okay. Vaseko, open your mouth.
I open my mouth and cast Mage Hand discreetly.
And then I try to toss the coin into his mouth. Do I do an athletic check for that?
Moon, what check is this?
For what?
She will not throw a coin 45 feet and from the chair and into my mouth.
That would still be an athletics check.
This is like an impossible athletic check.
And she makes
Damn!
it.
Fuck yeah!
The coin goes down my mouth. Start coughing.
Good job!
That's
Winor,
beautiful.
would you like to take a try? We can continue like this
I spit it
until
out.
someone
Okay,
uses a
seeing Vasico coughing, Teddy rushes over, picks him up by his feet, and starts shaking him upside down to get the coin out of his throat.
The coin roll out on the floor and I pick it up and pocket it. Before I stand up and open my mouth again.
Yes, the polar bear just went and grabbed him and started doing the bully shakedown to get the coin out of his mouth.
I'm
what?
just grabbing the table trying to not fall over laughing.
I'm just happy he didn't slap my back.
Teddy's a girl.
I'm very happy she didn't slap my back then.
You ready for another one?
I don't and open my mouth again.
Winor, I hand you one copper coin.
Ooh. So I should just toss it into his mouth, right?
I know.
Yes. See if you're
Uh-huh.
as talented as you're pretty.
Oh, you. Let's see. Athletic. I toss the coin.
Again, she makes it.
I keep my coughing down this time and spit the coin out into my hand. Then pocketing it.
Let's go. I didn't think I'd actually make it.
Sako, would you like to try?
I look up nervously. Well, someone needs to lose this game, I say. I take out the same copper piece I just had.
Alright, I open my mouth. Toss it.
Oh god, this is going bad. And I aim very carefully. Put my hand back. forward, squint my eyes, and throw.
Where's your roll?
God damn it, it still says it's GM.
Yes, it is still sending to GM. What are you doing again?
Tossing the coin.
Yeah.
He misses.
Toss a
Yeah.
coin to your Witcher.
Ah, darn! Looks
How,
like
how does it fly though? How does it miss? It's just like straight past her head or smacking her in the forehead.
It glides along her part and then embeds itself in the wall.
I grin and point at the wall. Oops.
well,
Shake.
well, well. Looks like someone is paying for our next drinking.
I shrug. I bet I am someone. With a point to the coin embedded in the wall. You should just be very happy I didn't miss that. Oh. Then I walk back and sit down.
I grab the coin from the wall and put it back in my pocket.
That was fun. Not
I
my
know,
favorite
right?
kind of game, but it was fun.
I mean, you took it like a champ, Oseko. It seems like you have experience of getting stuff in your mouth.
I look over at you. I give a smile. Oh, I trained for that for a long time. I was a priest, you know.
Oh,
Father
The,
fucker.
the only thing I took it in my mouth was God's word. I say.
Sure.
yeah.
And his
Definitely.
holy juice.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
I look over at Kieran, Deminor, and then around the bar. If it just was some more people there, I would suggest a food fight. Or a bar fight.
It
Oh, I
would be
enjoy.
exciting.
I enjoy a good bar fight.
Well, I tend to stay in the back. Casting fire!
Mm.
And pickpocketing those who are knocked out.
Definitely. With this, I say, casting my mage hand, making it float around. Long range! I can steal whatever I want.
I hold my hand up for a high five with the mage hand.
I give you a high five with my mage hand.
Fuck yeah. It is quite empty in here though.
Yeah. It's anyway you can go to liven things up a bit. There should be some we could liven it up.
I mean, we could cast. Would you be capable of creating not exactly people, but you know, a crowd?
I think for a bit. No, I do not think I could do that. This does not seem to be within my capabilities at this point. But I could probably make the sound of it. Oh,
That'd be
actually, I
like
know,
drinking
what I
alcohol-free
know.
wine.
Oh, I know what I could do. We could give some people a little scare if you want. But these people does not seem to be the people we want to mess with. I say, looking over.
I take a glance at the polar bear. Mm, yeah, no, I think that might be unwise.
Are there any doors or windows nearby? Oh yes, I can
Anyone.
probably see them. But the distance in this place is too long to actually functionally do anything. Yeah, I can't do anything right now. But to see what my spells can actually do.
I look around hoping to see Lumin anywhere close.
I point to the candle standing at the table beside us and smile. What color do you want?
Red.
Caught in thaumaturgy, the fire turns from its warm orange to a bloody dark red,
Whoa.
growing, growing larger and more bright, casting the area around it in a dark red light.
You have an
I-
eye for showmanship.
Well,
Gorgeous.
Flooding it in dark vermilion, casting itself across the walls, coloring them in its wake.
that's cats.
Cats?
And then as the light turns back again, I don't actually do. Yeah, and as the light reaches its brightest point, a rumble of thunder and then a cry of a raven is heard from the light before it dims and the color changes away.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
I give a slight bow. Thank you. Thank you.
You're still not excused from not paying when we drink later, but it's still impressive nonetheless.
I take out a copper coin and put it on the table. I don't need to be excused, I say, as I place it on the table, cast prestidigitation, make it look like a gold coin. This could pay an entire night. I say and
You
lean back.
sneaky little demon.
I grin. Then put it back into my pocket before anyone decides to take my gold coin at face value. Then I look over. I still wouldn't do it with that bear over here.
She doesn't like someone who you want to mess with.
But that bear is a blacksmith, right? What do you think it sells?
Mm. Smiths?
I'm gonna go ask. I wander up to the bear, asking her what she's selling. Though I don't talk bear.
Does she understand other languages?
There's probably a few.
Well, wonder if she understands any of mine. Common, draconic, dwarvish, elvish, and giant, and infernal. Doesn't seem very helpful with bears.
No, that's more feral, or depending on where that bear was raised.
I speak 6 languages and none of them can help me communicate. Fan-fucking-tastic. Mew. Meow 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 meow. I think the moon is dead.
No,
Moonpie?
Moon is not dead.
Yay.
You use me for a little moment?
You're excused.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So,
I don't know what the Teddy sells.
you were talking about Teddy.
Yes.
Anything you wanted to know specifically?
No, I want to know what it has in store.
She has weapons in store, weapons and armor.
Finest weapons and armor.
Either protect yourself or deal some damage.
Yes. Skurm.
I assume this is talking about weapon of types metal smithed weapons. Is there anything, does she have anything out of the ordinary blacksmith items?
Who's all there?
Hmm?
Who all went
It's
to her place to look at the stuff?
Mhm.
Who all went
Well,
there?
well, I'm there. I do not know. Kieran left before I actually got up there. I don't know if anyone
I'm
else
back.
followed. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone else followed to see what the bear has to sell.
I followed. Winor, you following?
Sure.
Curious as to what
Okay.
the bear could sell.
Benor, I want you to give a perception check.
Perception check.
Yes, perception check. Now let me introduce myself.
Perception.
Oh,
Let's see what you notice.
She doesn't notice much.
what language does the bear speak, by the way?
Give me a moment.
Holy fuck.
Okay,
Hmm?
there it is. Sorry about that.
I
I've
just
been
checked
looking for
something.
your sheet. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna get rid of that for now. And damn it, wrong thing, wrong thing.
Bye, bear.
She looks to be about as small as Lumen when she gets out of her bear form.
The human form.
It is not a human form.
Awesome.
Okay. She has all sorts of weapons. She has daggers, swords, rapiers, scimitars, battle axes, warhammers, nets, whips, and all sorts of other types of gear.
Hmm. But does she have any tools or kits? Like type
She
of.
would also sell those. But here's the thing. You guys would notice that even with how small she is, she actually looks more frail than Lumen, yet she is the blacksmith.
Hmm.
Funny big bear being frail.
I look at her, thinking to myself, wondering if her main original for like original form is the human form or the bear form. If she's a bear who learned itself cast a spell to turn itself human, or if it's a natural transformation like a druid. Though no way to check this.
Um, she does not look like she could be a druid.
Hmm?
She does not look like she could be a druid.
Hmm. How does they look when they can't be true? Oh.
She looks more like she could be a rogue.
The rogue bear. Do, 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 do. Seeing the assortment with nothing out of the ordinary, and me not really using weapons beyond the thing, I actually want to see if she has a knife for skinning animals. And also, not, heavy weapons and sword, but basically chef kits, for making food with the right kind of knives, both for skinning and for preparing food.
She would sell those.
Well, then we want a set of that, as well as I would turn over to Kieran. You probably should get some, arrow tips or points and stuff like that for all your shooting.
So,
Maybe something more. You see, your quiver seems to be getting quite light.
do you sell any arrows? Maybe some flaming arrows or poisonous arrows?
Teddy would look at
Question
you
mark?
all and be like, flaming arrows are something that gets made on the fly. I can sell you up flint and steel. You can buy cloth at the general store. I can sell you arrows and quivers.
And I would like some arrows.
Okay. How many would you like?
How about 30 more arrows?
That would be 10 copper.
10 copper, sure thing.
I look over at her. How much would a quiver cost?
A quiver would cost 30 copper. That includes the arrows in it.
And how many arrows is in a quiver?
30.
Then I'll have one of those. As well as the chef knives.
Okay, for you, that would be 80 copper.
Think about it and pay with a silver coin. Here you go. You can keep the rest.
Okay.
Where did I have to go again to get the cloth? Wait, I would like to buy some flint and steel first, of course.
5 copper.
5 copper. Thank you very much.
You don't happen to be selling any kind of oil?
No, I don't
Like
sell oil.
lamp oil?
No, that would be more
What
general
about
good.
what about charcoal? Might be used in the forge.
I don't really sell charcoal.
I shrug. Well then, that's fine. Thank you for the help.
The merchant, that's where I get the cloth.
At this one. And I wanna try and ask if they have some oil, lamp oil or otherwise.
I buy 6 pieces of cloth from you.
So you are aware, because of last game with the flaming arrows, you
Mhm.
were actually tearing parts of your clothing to make your flaming arrows
How many pieces of cloth will be torn from it?
from her clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she did 3, so there's about a quarter of whatever she was taking the cloth from
Mm-hmm.
torn off of her whatever. So it's a
I
lot
look o-
shorter now.
yeah. I
Well,
look up.
well, well, if it's not the consequences of my own actions.
I smile. Buy an extra piece and I'll mend it for you.
I have 7 pieces of cloth.
Okay, 7 pieces of cloth. That would be about 70 copper. Oil for lamps. I only have 3 bottles in stock,
Well,
and
how
they
much are they?
are about 20 copper apiece.
Well then, and how much cloth do you have? Not needing all of it, of course.
I have 20 pieces of cloth.
How big is a piece of cloth?
Piece of cloth would be about 3 feet by 3 feet.
I look over Kieran. You hold on to those. For me, right? I grin.
The cloth?
Yeah,
Sure thing.
then I'll take the cloth and the oil.
How much cloth did you buy?
All of it.
All of it.
You can put
Cloth
it in your
was
bag.
10 copper apiece, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The grand total should be around 3 silver.
Yeah.
Then I will pay that gladly. Store. How much is in a bottle of lamp oil? Hmm?
Moon?
What?
Mean.
How much oil is in a bottle?
About as much as would be in a potion bottle.
Okay. That's good. Four deciliters each, which is like 1.2 liters. Good to know. Good to know.
I cannot check DMs.
No, it was sent to the wrong person.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I do think I have most of what I need.
I would say we're pretty well stocked.
Royal, come on. There is no more cloth. There is no. Would this trader have charcoal?
she would have a few pieces, yes.
Coal. But yeah. How much is they a piece?
It'd be 5 copper apiece.
And how many pieces do they have?
3.
Well, I'll take them. I'll cover a piece, right?
Hmm? What?
5 copper a piece, right?
5 copper apiece.
Well, then I'll buy them. Change them after my character sheets with the inventory and everything.
Would it be okay if we started rounding up soon? Because I'm getting a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can start doing that soon.
Nice.
Yes.
I look over at Kieran and smile. Well, when I come with me with that cloth and I'll fix your clothes or whatever,
That will be very appreciated.
I'll walk over to the table furthest away. I take the piece of cloth and start tearing it in stripes that goes along with where it is missing at first, and then I use mending to mend that, as well as starting to tear off pieces of cloth where there have been rips and tears in the clothes from attacks, like a little hole from the crossbow bolts earlier, where it would have cut against the clothes or whatever else kind of damage the clothes have, and start mending. So I do my best at mending your clothes.
Thank you.
I smile.
You have a lot
Yeah.
of experience in mending clothes.
I smile. I'm quite an expert of mending. Do I have to remind you of 5 statues? I say with a grin. A little rift in the clothes is nothing.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, then, I assume you're planning to make some flaming arrows.
Yeah, I thought, you know, in case we are stranded and it's cold and we need some heat, or someone else is very cold. You know what they say? Give a man a fire and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
I hold up my hand, causing prestidigitation, and making a flame dance in it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Then close my hand and make the flame disappear. You know I could help out with that. But you know. No. At least I got some extra cloth. Some backup arrows, just in case you run out. It's
Yeah,
unpractical to have
doesn't
more.
hurt to be prepared.
It's unpractical to run more than one quiver. So I'll take one. You take one. There should be a lot of
Sharing is
arrows.
caring.
You should also. Because you got some ammunition now for your bow. What other do you have other weapons? What other weapons do you have? Do you have something fun?
I pull out my. Oh no, where is it? I pull out my dagger and shows it off to you.
That's pretty. I have 2 of those myself. They are
Thank you.
quite nice.
They are aesthetically pleasing. You want
Absolutely,
to
and
touch
they're
it?
sharp. May I?
No.
I look kind of disappointed.
I
Then I lay
grin.
down.
Sorry.
Then I take out my own dagger, put it on the table, look at you. Then my mustache disappears, and I still only have the drawn on, and I put my finger to it, and I cast prestidigitation again. This time, the same tattoo on your hand appear in my dagger. Fine then, I say, and put it back into my bag.
The mustache makes you look dapper.
I know. I will prefer your mustache. Absolutely prefer your mustache. So, did you get anything interesting in the last adventure? Something you wanna show and tell about?
I have a
Found
feeling you
anything?
remember something I don't.
No, I do not.
How about you show and tell? You were running around.
Oh, I was. Just do not let anyone else know. Let me see. Well, I found a few interesting things. Like... I will show you what I found, but I am now showing it only to you. Just give me a moment. Because I am a little bit secretive about the things I have.
Of course.
You already saw the cube, right?
Yes.
And I guess I don't have to show you the mouse again.
No, I think it's fine.
Well, I also found these things.
Pixie dust.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't. I did a whisper to Kieran, but fine. Didn't work to whisper to another player then.
No, it only works to whisper to the GM.
You should be able to whisper to other players as well, but oh well.
I mean,
We can use Discord?
Yeah, next time.
yeah, you could.
That's so cool.
I know. I have not tasted it yet, but I do think it's valuable, so I don't want to eat it.
Maybe we should taste it?
Maybe in safer environment.
What if I dared you?
I look over at you and grin. Do you know how much this might be worth? Do you really want to waste that much on a dare to taste it?
Tempting as it is, you're right.
Yeah,
Valuables.
we probably should find a buyer first. Then we should take out a taste each and pour in some sand.
That sounds like a good plan. Devious.
I know, but I wouldn't do it in like a straight in. I would try to do it in a more exciting place, like in the forest.
Of course.
And you know, other fun people might be allowed to join us. Those who ain't naysayers.
And the naysayers.
Like, I bet Lucy will be like, hey, don't eat that.
Lucifer
Hagrid.
can be a bit of a drag.
I know Lumin. She would be like, you can't eat fair, you can't eat pixies, poor pixies, or something like that. I say,
Is
rolling my
that
eyes.
how you imagine that she sounds like?
Absolutely, I say nothing.
Checks out. I don't have the reference.
I just didn't feel like writing. Like, I do not have a slate like this. I could write it on the table, but I do not think, the rest of the owners would be happy about me writing on the table just to imitate something.
I don't think they would appreciate it.
So, we have to see about Winora. I don't know if she'll be up to eating pixie dust, but she might be.
If she's cool enough.
If she's cool enough, she'll eat the pixie dust. And that's the only time you can say eat dust and be cool. Like, I ate dust today, but that was your dust. That was
Indeed, you
this.
did.
I pack back I back the stuff in my backpack, and put them in there securely.
Nice and safe.
Nice and safe indeed.
I look at you. How would you use a glass spear?
How
Think I
would
Well,
I
could.
not use it? You could use it with as literally anything. I would even maybe use it as a walking stick.
I was thinking about breaking it down. Maybe, using it with something like a little explosion or something. But I can't really think of a practical way to use it like that yet. I might also
Glass
try and sell
ships?
it. Glass shards everywhere.
Sparkly.
Sparkly.
Hi. I can always give Lumen their checkup outside of game and such.
Mhm.
But if you guys want to wrap up, we can do that.
I think I would like that.
Okay. Make sure you guys are level 2
I
by
thought you
next
have
game.
vetoed that, Pixie.
I fixed it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am ending the recording here for the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, those who still want to hang around